right, now the video's recording. The audio's already been recording. So here we go. All right, here we go. Hey everybody, Big Rich here, and we are in the X1 studios. I got a couple of guests right now in studio joining me. Rocker Frank Palangi and his drummer Josh Opitz. Gentlemen,
hello everybody.
Welcome to my Geek Cave. This is in my basement, as you can tell, because there's cinder blocks and all that kind of crap.
Oh yeah,
lying around.
Very true.
It adds to the rock vibe.
It does, like a garage band kind of thing.
That's right. The underground.
I could have gone over to the garage. We could have done like a garage band kind of thing, but you know, that's not really how it works anymore. This is the 21st century.
No garage bands.
No garage bands, except on the Mac. Yeah. So anyway, you guys graciously decided to join me here in the studio, and Frank, who are you? Tell us more about you. I mean, where are you from? Did you live in New York all your life? I mean, what's going on?
Pretty much. I'm from upstate New York, born and raised in Queensbury. We've moved around a little bit, but always in Queensbury.
Yeah.
And
Adirondack man.
I've stayed in the Adirondacks. And I don't know, I started playing guitar at 15, and I had some people in school and stuff would leave their instruments at my house, some of my friends, so that's how I started playing like bass and dabbling on drums and all that.
Little did they know.
Little did they know it would lead to me doing home recordings and getting into this whole mess.
Wow. Okay, so since 15, I mean, how many albums have you done since
15?
Since 15, yeah.
I probably recorded over 1,000-something songs, but released-wise, I had 2 demo albums. I had 12 tracks apiece, and then I had made a 2-track single CD that I hoped to, I don't know, grab the ear of some industry guy or something. Yeah. And I kind of did. At Upstate Concert Hall, right?
Yeah.
Northern Lights.
Yeah, it used to be Northern Lights, yeah.
Grammy-nominated band Day of Fire was there, and it was their last show on their last tour ever. They didn't know that, but that's what it was going to be. So I met them at just the right time. Yeah. I handed that CD to Josh, the singer, and they're one of my influences. I'm like, I got to work with these guys someday, or at least just give them my stuff, And pretty much he goes, hey, man, he goes, oh, yeah, he goes, I got a 16-hour drive back to Nashville, and he goes, I'm going to listen to this. And he did. And a couple days later, Rogers Masson, his producer, called. And before you know it, I was in Tennessee working with the band and the producer in the studios. And that's kind of how I started.
That's awesome.
Or else I would have been in the basement still.
Yeah. Hey, it's not too bad. I mean, it's a little warm, but still,
Yeah, I know.
Well, what about, when you started out, what kind of equipment did you have? I mean, was it just like a little Tascam? Were you using like cassette recorders?
Fostex 4-track tape recorder.
Oh, wow.
With, it was a Sony mastering deck, a 2-deck CD deck.
Oh, okay.
So I would record it and then throw it on CD and master it from that kind of stuff. So there was no mixing or anything, but everything was... I've always used a Shure SM57 on everything, and I've had my same Beta 58 microphone from Shure since 15. So it was really those 2 mics I used started.
So it was pretty much ready, aim, fire with all that stuff.
But I knew where to place something and all that kind of stuff. I knew, I got into the little techniques and stuff that you can do. But
well, I mean, you sound awesome.
It takes a while to get there. A long time. It does.
Yeah, a lot of work.
It's a science, you know, and now I think I actually know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at, I joined you back in 2011, right?
Yeah.
So when I first joined Frank, I was in high school.
Almost 12.
Yeah. And I had met Frank through a mutual friend that played guitar that I was friends with. And he showed me some of Frank's music, and I had never heard something or had the opportunity to play with something that was that well produced.
Right.
And this was that first EP that he recorded with Day of Fire. But to see the difference between when I first joined then and when I gig out with him now, just to see how much he's grown from all of his experience is awesome. It's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, little disclosure. I mean, Josh and I work together.
Yep.
Our day job. I won't say where. But
top secret.
Yeah, top secret, because everybody will ask us, "Hey, when's this coming out?"
I bet you someone will comment and spoil it.
Somebody will. Yeah, probably. But I mean, I mean, he talks about you all the time, Frank. I'm kind of wondering if maybe he's secretly in love or has a bro crush on you or something.
Don't tell anyone.
Yeah,
Oh,
too
boy.
late. But all right, so we got you here, and we've been playing your last release, Break These Chains, on X1. Unfortunately, I don't know how popular it is with us, but I'm seeing your name all over the place online. You know, Frank Palangi here, Frank Palangi there, Frank Palangi here, Frank. It's all over the place. But you also recorded you produced a music video.
Yeah,
And,
recently. Yeah.
I mean, what was that? How was that doing that? I mean, was it a big budget thing? I mean,
It was a bigger budget one. It was actually I paid for my first one, and we paid for this one.
Mm-hmm.
The ones all in between I've done for free somehow.
Wow.
It's with like the new school in Albany and Adirondack, these college stuff.
I am a graduate of the new school.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
They did
Yes.
Driving These Lines. They did
Yeah.
Love. They do a really good job too. But this is the one we got together, especially band wise. It shows us playing
Yeah.
all
This is the
together.
first one, yeah.
And I've never had that before. And it was a long 2 days for me. I tell you,
Yeah.
that first day, 2 different locations. We had extras, and there's a place in Glens Falls called the Tower that we used, and that was a joy. Getting everything up to the 9th floor and back, setting up and everything.
Oh, wow.
And it's the best. The quality too is there. It's like watching a movie.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, it really is. It's really. I mean, I was lucky enough to get a sneak peek, because I have connections.
Yeah, the
And-
commercial's out too. Have
Yeah,
you seen that?
and it's fantastic. It looks fantastic.
Thanks, man.
It does. I swear to God, you'd think you would see that on MTV
Yeah.
if they were still playing music videos, which
Yeah.
I wish they would.
Absolutely.
When is that video coming out? I know it's not released
The
yet.
26th.
Coming out
It'll be on Vivo, actually. Releasing on Vivo. It'll be on iTunes. It'll be on Noise Porn and a couple other sites.
Noise porn?
Yeah, when Frank first told me
That's
about
new.
noise porn, I wasn't sure what to think of that.
Yeah.
That's new to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Check it out.
Okay. Noise porn. Oh,
Has nothing to do with that,
hang
though.
on. Hang on. I'm writing it down. Noise. Okay. I gotta keep.
And Title or Tittle or something?
Title.
Yeah, Title.
We're not governed by the FCC. You can swear if you
Okay.
freaking
I don't
fucking
know.
want to. I don't
Yeah.
So I mean, what was the big difference with this video compared to your previous videos? I mean, what was the experience like?
Probably more so with the director.
Yeah.
Now, this is by chance. A kid who went to Hudson River Music Hall took a picture of my CD.
Right.
And he goes, look it, we look like twins. And we kind of look like each other. And I was
They do
like,
look alike, yeah.
okay, this guy's an actor or whatever,
Yeah.
right? So I clicked on the company, and then I clicked on Cameron's work.
Yeah.
And I go, geez, this guy's got an eye. He's got a really good eye. I go, have you done a music video? And he goes, no, but I've always wanted to do something like that. And I go, well, here's your chance. I go, let's do something. His direction, his eye, his preparation, and all that really ironed out all the bugs and everything. And it's just like, I don't know.
He's really talented.
It was
He really
absolutely incredible.
It's like a motion picture, kind
Yeah.
of the way we did it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a music video.
And
you
what
know?
was so cool is not only did Cameron bring his own ideas to the actual video shoot, but he was able to translate our ideas into reality.
Yeah.
Like he's so talented. It's
Wow.
incredible. So I look forward to working
Mr.
with
Cameron
him in the future.
Gallagher out there.
Yeah, big shout out to him. Excellent job. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
that is cool. Now the video, it's telling a story. What kind of story is it telling about you? What's it about?
For me, it's almost an anti partying thing. You know, it's you can do rock music, but you don't have to be the guy who's on drugs all the time and stuff. And in the video, you see me wrestling with these guys of, they're all kind of hanging out and drinking, but there's a clip that resonates with me is, Josh and Jared are like, come on in, we got a 1971 Monte Carlo.
Oh yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
And they want me to come in for a drive, and they have whiskey bottles and stuff in their hands, and I'm like, no, that's all right, that's my Break These Chains. Now for you, it could be something different,
I think what I really like about the video is it can be translated into all different things personally, But specifically, especially that scene where you're being pushed into the car, that really represents the pressure that the music industry puts on you to be a certain way, to have a certain image, and break these chains. And you'll see it in the video. It depicts Frank stepping away from that. He's being his own person. He's not getting involved in what everyone thinks a rock star should be like.
And that's one thing I've always did for years and years, and that's kind of what I live by is, you know, everyone goes maybe this way, right? But I go
around it. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, honestly, that's a great example to younger musicians, you know, that are looking to make the break, you know, in the business. I got to applaud you for that, Frank. It takes a lot. It's
tough to keep it going like that.
Yeah,
because sometimes you want to be like, why can't I just do this like this guy?
I mean, it shows a lot of character. So I mean, and that's awesome. I really applaud you for that. Now you mentioned earlier one of your influences. Who else influenced you? I mean, what other kind of thing that brought you into Break These Chains and all these other great songs?
Probably 3 Days Grace, Creed.
Oh yeah.
Metallica.
Oh yeah. Mighty Metallica.
Since Brian from Daughtry produced the song, I'd say Daughtry.
Yeah. Did you get to meet Chris?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. He actually listened to the song too.
Oh, great, great.
Full Devil Jacket.
He said I sound like Our Lady Peace a little bit. That band. I've never listened to him that much. But,
okay.
I email him every once in a while. But Brian I talk to quite a bit, and he's in Nashville now because Daughtry relocated. And he's with the bass player Josh Paul now. So if we were doing something in the future, we'd all get together.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be a cool idea.
Maybe you guys can like find a place that you both would want to play at and just kind of, you know,
merge it.
Yeah. Because
nice
Josh would be on drums and can you picture like Brian on guitar and Josh Paul on bass, me on acoustic?
Oh, that would be awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah. Get you guys up at SPAC or something.
It'd be a nice recording project because they're recording guys now. So that's what a lot of stuff they do. But Brian had his own studio, and that's kind of how all that stuff rolled out. A little story goes behind that, but
would you like to share? Feel free.
Yeah, I mean, the way Break These Chains really came about is one of my fans won tickets to a VIP thing, and it was an acoustic set. Only 60 people were allowed in.
Right.
I entered it. I didn't win.
Yeah.
But I told her, I go, for the heck of it. I go, just enter it. And she goes, okay. So she won. She brought me with her, and we watched it, and, you know, I met Chris, met the whole band and all that. And afterwards, I go, you know what? I need to talk with these guys more than just meeting them and that kind of thing.
Because it's just a quick little thing, shake your hand, hi, how are you?
Yeah, I mean, I prolonged it a little bit. I talked about, because Daughtry has a connection with, like, Day of Fire and stuff like that. But I seen Brian standing there on the sidewalk, and I go, I got to talk to this guy. He's waiting for the limo coming up. I go, I'm going to go over and talk to him. So I go over and start talking to him, and he knew a few of the people that I actually worked with and stuff. And he goes, you know, I have a studio, Charlottesville, Virginia. He goes, you know, maybe we can do something. You know, and I always say the way you approach these guys, like, I wasn't going to go up and be like, I want you to record my song. You know, there's no way.
Sultry voice.
Yeah.
Security!
You have to do it right, you know, and you got to make sure that you're not just bullshitting.
Yeah.
So I think he knew that, and then, you know, we got together and we ended up working on that song.
That's cool. Now, if you could get him to, you know, you guys all together to play, where would you want to play? Well, I mean, where do you think would be the best place to play for that kind of thing?
Well, I mean, Brian had a place where he was doing showcases in Virginia, but then he moved, so that stopped. I don't know. Definitely somewhere definitely in the studio.
Yeah.
But I guess.
Well, I'm talking like a live show.
Probably somewhere around Nashville where they are.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, because I mean that is a big music town, obviously.
Yeah, you'd want to play in like.
I'm sure he would do
city.
something.
Yeah,
I'm sure he would do
that
something.
would be awesome.
We should get him on the phone. Where's my phone? Let's call him right now. Let's find out. Come on. Why wait? Come on. Let's get on that. Well, I mean, well, let me ask. All right, so where's the strangest place you ever played at? I mean,
I got one.
I'm sure Josh got a couple.
All right, so I'll go into story time here. So
yeah. Okay.
A lot of these stories are back from when we played when I was in high school.
Okay.
Even your other band.
Yeah, even my other band too. So a lot of those gigs, we were kind of first getting started playing out as a group. Frank had been playing out a little bit longer than the rest of us. And our first gig ever was at Bogies in Albany.
Okay.
And Bogies is an experience. If you're a local band, you've played Bogies. Unfortunately, it's closed now.
Yeah.
Probably should have closed 20 years
Fortunately.
ago. Yeah. Probably should have closed 20 years ago. But it was a fun show because it was the first experience that I had playing out with you. But that venue.
Yeah, come on, get on the microphone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That venue is unlike anything you'll ever experience. Like when you walk in, it's like walking into a haunted house. It's pitch
Yeah.
black. Have you ever been inside?
I have never been.
Yeah, it's
Tell them about the bathrooms.
the bathrooms.
witch's
The bathrooms.
cauldron.
The bathrooms are just basically there's no door. You just walk right in.
Okay.
And there's just a toilet
It's
there.
like a sheet.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Really old sheet.
So
Wow.
So I
Yeah.
actually
no lid either.
Not that first gig, but another gig I played there. I had walked into the bathroom to take a piss, and there was a guy just dropping a dump there, and just in plain sight too. So
Right.
you walk in, you're just like, oh hey, what's up?
How's it going?
Yeah, how's it going over there?
Yeah.
So and it just smells, but you know it's a hole in the wall. But that was our
mold issue.
Yeah.
everything.
It sounds like the places I used to visit when I was in
right.
high school.
There you go.
Well, after high school.
Yeah.
Shh, shh, shh.
So that was our first gig, and then we've played a couple gigs out in Gloversville.
Oh, my hometown.
Oh yeah,
Really?
So,
Where?
So you ever hear of the Upper Deck?
Yes, that's
So-
where I hung out.
I
Really?
played Aaron's. I played the Caboose.
Okay,
I
yeah.
played the theater.
Yeah.
I think I played every place that has music there.
Quigley's?
Yeah.
And
Did
they're
you-
all gone
Did
now.
they get you in
Yeah.
Quigley's or something? Over on Main Street? No.
No, I don't think that's there anymore.
No, it's no.
We were just talking about this on the way up. We actually played. Where was the truck bed? Do you remember
That was a
where
biker bar somewhere. They brought the bikes in the bar.
And we
Oh,
actually,
wow.
Yeah.
Was this in Gloversville?
yeah. So we
It's got to be Rockies.
Near somewhere.
Is it right? Is it right on like the main drag or
No.
or
No.
Was it outside of town or?
I don't remember. I think it was definitely inside Gloversville.
Yeah, well, I remember how to get there. You know where Dairy Frost is, that ice cream place?
Yep.
Before you take a right,
Yep.
and you go near, there's like a Subway and a Dunkin' Donuts there and stuff now. It's near Gloversville.
Oh,
but
that's right.
It's a
Oh.
little out.
It sounds like you were in Johnstown, the arterial. I think. Well, maybe.
No, not Johnstown. It's definitely, I mean, I don't know. You go right and it leads towards Gloversville, but somewhere in between.
I don't even
there.
know how you remember that.
Yeah, I don't.
But all I do remember is showing up and thinking like we're gonna be playing at on a stage or something.
Battle of the
And
Bands,
it was just
too.
like an 18-wheeler truck.
Yeah,
opened up. It was really cool. We actually played a really solid set, but it was really weird.
But when you
Definitely.
played though, you were like this.
you could feel
Oh,
the
you could feel
truck
the thing.
wobbling.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
don't move
Yeah.
too much.
We've
Fall off.
we played. We headlined a show at a church actually in Clifton Park. That was interesting.
Oh, yeah.
And the band that played before us was a very hardcore rock group. So it was a really interesting combination. Where else have we played weird gigs?
I played a lot of really bad acoustic stuff with bars, and I'll tell you one that's up north.
Oh yeah.
I played there twice, and the lady, they had the worst food ever imaginable. And you order French fries, right? There's literally nothing in them. They're just the shells, like the casings.
Oh,
and
wow.
stuff. I mean, everything. I got chicken wings. I wasn't cooked all the way, but they put me by the old coal fire thing, right?
Yeah.
And I explained to him what I do, and I just set up like I always normally do.
Right.
And she's like, she comes over, she goes, well, she goes, the old guy that usually plays here every week, she goes, he usually just plays the acoustic, like no sound or anything. And I go, do you hear how loud it is in here? I go, hear that?
Yeah.
I go, I can't hear me strum the guitar. And I go, they're going to hear me maybe sing a little bit, but if I shout and stuff. And it's one of those owners that just thinks, and she was going around and booting the people and stuff around, like where you're going to sit and doing everybody else's jobs.
Yeah.
That type thing. But she's like, I know, because my daughter goes around with Circus Soleil and stuff. She goes, I know how it is. You want to be heard. And I go, you hired me to do something. I explained what I do. I go, if you wanted me to sit here with an acoustic guitar and be like a doll, then that'd be something else.
Right.
But
Do you play both kinds of music, country and western here? I mean,
Tell about the experience you had at World of Beer.
oh yeah,
oh God, World of Beer in Albany, which is no more.
yeah.
That was probably the most assholey place I've ever played.
I wonder why.
You know, I was setting up there, everything was fine and stuff, right? And there's a mixing board.
Yeah.
So I go, you know, depending on who you are, maybe your guitar needs a little more bass, or your vocal needs something. And so I go, where's the mixing board? She comes over and shows me, and I go, I was pointing to the knob, but I was almost going to go over and grab the channel of it. And she goes, no, don't touch that. You can't touch that. I go, what are you talking about? She goes, no one's allowed to touch the board. And I go, oh, okay. I go, my guitar needs a little more bass, just the way it is, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, no, we don't touch that. We leave all the knobs in the middle.
What the actual hell?
And I go, it's going to sound better if you tweak it a little bit. I go, I can tell you what to do. She goes, nope. She goes, we got a blown speaker in the back, too. We're not going to do anything. I go, it has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, they blown the speaker probably because they had no idea what they were doing.
Wow.
She was the most. And then, a couple weeks later, I was walking by.
Yeah.
And they were all sitting out there, right? The guys that worked there. Yeah. And I go, hey, how's it going? You remember me? And they're like, and they turn around. And I go, well, hi to you, too. And she's like, devil. What? Yeah, how you doing? And I go,
was this just before they got let go?
I yelled, what the fuck, in the wall. And I walked away.
I don't even know what happened to them. They just disappeared.
Yeah.
Like, they just vanished.
I tell you, though, that's the one thing that I stress, especially for all the indie places and stuff like that. People don't treat musicians right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some places that do.
Yeah.
That are great. Other ones are just like, you're just a piece of junk.
Yeah.
You're just like the bus boy or something. I'm like, I don't work for you. You may be paying me, but I don't work for you.
You ain't my boss. You don't know my life.
The venues don't realize, like, if you treat your artists well, they will go out of their way to recommend you to
I
other
ain't
artists.
gonna promote the place.
But if you're going to treat them like crap, then we're never going to tell anyone to go there. We're going to tell people not to play there.
Just give them a star on one star on Yelp.
Yeah.
Well, there's 3 places I'm booked at now: steady, Longhorn and Luzerne, Grateful Den in Glens Falls, Spa City, Saratoga. They're really good. They book me like once a month, and they're pretty supportive. And a couple other places like Powers and Clifton Park, and so majority is, I do a lot of acoustic gigs, and I make a living that way, and then we do the band stuff, and we do as much national shows as we can.
Right.
But I hope to reverse that someday. I want to do more.
Do some headlining.
Even if
more
it's
stuff.
not headlining, I think our next step is we're trying to get out on the road. We're trying to, even if it's for 2 weeks, just getting Frank's name out there by playing or opening for an artist with a bigger name. So those people are there for them, but they see us as well.
We do a lot of one-offs.
Yeah.
Like the gig with Buck Cherry and Three Doors Down and stuff. We just did basically one gig. And stuff like that. Even if I go play Connecticut or Massachusetts or whatever, it's usually just a one gig weekend come back. It'd be cool to do something for
consistent.
longer.
I know a band in Nashville that might be interested. You guys ever heard of Roses on Red?
I think so.
We play them.
I think
you told me about them.
Yeah. Maybe you guys should talk.
Another radio show. I think I've heard of them.
Yeah, you guys should talk to them, see if you can get something going.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I was thinking about that.
That would be sweet. Do you know if they tour now or?
They've been doing well. Right now, their lead singer is her day job is she's a school teacher.
Interesting.
So a rockin' school teacher. So I don't know. I don't know if she's touring right now. She's probably just doing the local stuff.
Yeah. Summertime though.
Summertime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They were. I follow them on Facebook. They tour all the time. They're always all over the place. So all right. So strange places you played. How about strange people that have come up? Fans that have come up.
I have.
I'm sure there's always. When I met Hunter Hayes one time, I asked him just out of the blue, "What's the strangest thing a fan has ever said to you?" And I am going to ask you the same thing.
I'll start.
All right.
Yeah,
said to us?
Said or did.
Okay.
Either way. We'll go either way. And remember, we're not governed by the FCC.
Yeah.
Let the flag fly.
So, this was in Gloversville, actually, at the upper deck.
Of course, my hometown represent.
The upper deck. So, we had this guy, he just picture like Ron Jeremy but uglier, and he had like a very, very raspy voice, very raspy, but at the same time he had a ridiculous lisp.
$10 says I probably know the guy.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, exactly like that. So he came up to us after we sound checked, and he was like super excited, and he's like, "Yeah, you guys are. I'm so excited for you guys. You guys are great." Like,
I remember that guy.
so yeah, exactly. So. Oh, I remember more than just what he looked like.
Next time you go up to Gloversville, let me know. I'm going with you. I'm going to identify these people.
So we played our set, and he there was an okay amount of people there. We were opening for an Alice in Chains cover group, which you've probably heard before. Do you know Jason Bittner?
Plays trick shots.
The local
a lot,
drummer.
too.
Sounds familiar.
He's from Shadows Fall.
Okay.
He's from Colony, but this was his side project. So they had us open. So we played our set, and not that many people were there for it.
Right,
when we
5
played.
people. Plus
but
my
this
parents.
guy, and my parents.
Yeah.
But this
I made
guy,
8.
Yeah, great.
this guy was standing right up against the stage. So he was like our number one fan there at the time. So yeah. So after we play, he's like, "Oh yeah, you guys are so great. You guys are so great." So he's like waiting for us to come down the stage to talk to us. And this guy was like definitely on some sort of drug, whether it was coke or a mix of coke and alcohol or whatever.
In Gloversville? What?
So he comes up to me after we finish packing up, and he stands literally a centimeter away from my face. And I'd originally had approached him because even he was weird. I was like, I'm going to be nice to this guy, whatever. He likes our music. But when I approached him, again, he came right up to my face. And he's talking to me. He's talking to me, and he's just spitting all over my face, in my mouth, just drenching my face in saliva. And he goes to me, he goes, "You got to know my son." And I was like, "No, I'm not from around here. I'm from Albany." He's like, No, it doesn't matter. You got to know you must know my son." And I'm like,
Please tell me you remember the name.
He's like, "No, I don't." He's like, "Yeah, my son plays the double bass. He plays the double bass real well." And so I'm thinking maybe he's talking about like a double upright bass. Right? And he's literally talking about 2 bass drums.
Just the feet part.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, he plays the double bass."
He can play the foot drum real good.
As if it's like an actual instrument, like I'm a double bassist. Like
Yeah.
that was the weirdest thing I think I've ever had a fan.
We kicked out somebody in another Gloversville. It was at the Caboose place.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I was there for that.
No, I'm still Facebook friends with him, though. But this guy, every time he came out, he was just flat out drunk. And he's like, "I'm just trying to come over here and film this guy and stuff." He goes, "I got this YouTube thing going on, and I got to film this." And, man, they kicked him out every time because he's so loud and everything. And, yeah, Gloversville had some of the worst.
Yeah,
Saratoga, a few doozies.
I have a good story from when we played the Lacey Strum show.
Go.
So
You lie.
this wasn't actually at the show, but after we played, believe it or not, their band tour bus broke down, so they used our equipment. So we interacted with the band the whole night, right? And so we shared a merch table. Everything was super awesome. And so it was Frank, me, and the drummer for Lacey hanging out. And this fan comes up to talk to the drummer. And he's like speaking like 1,000 words a minute, right?
Yeah.
And he's talking about Slipknot and Corey
was that
Taylor.
the death metal guy?
Yeah. And he's talking about Corey Taylor, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I've been practicing my Corey Taylor, blah blah blah. I'm gonna sing," and he just starts screaming like Slipknot lyrics, and we're just standing there. And I walked away, and the drummer,
still Facebook friends with
the
him.
drummer for Lacey couldn't go anywhere. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So then Jared, our guitarist, and we went and saw. It was Slipknot. Yeah, we went and saw Slipknot at SPAC. The last time they were just here, it was them, Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
So, believe it or not, we're walking through the lawn, and we had inside seats. And I hear, "Josh, Jared." I turn around, and it's this guy, right? So I'm sweating all over the place.
I saw that.
So,
I'm fine.
So I sweat so easily.
Frank's cool.
I look like I
His
just jumped.
face is like watery. I don't even have a mist.
Hose him down.
I look like I just jumped into a pool.
All drummers
Give me a moment here.
Yeah, all drummers seem to do that.
All right, now that I've washed myself up. So we hear our names, and we turn around, it's this kid, right?
Yeah.
And he's got a group of kids around him, so I'm assuming it's his friends. So he waves us over, and I went over to say hi. He's like, yeah, remember me, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I gotta tell you the craziest story about Slipknot, blah, blah, blah. He's like, meet my friends. And I realized they weren't actually his friends.
Right.
They were all, like, awkwardly, like, standing there. And he's like, yeah, I did Molly before I came here, and I drank half a bottle of Jaeger.
Wow.
So he's real messed up, right? He's like, I was like, all right, well, have a nice time. Like, we'll maybe see you later. He's like, you cannot leave without me telling you about Corey Taylor. So Jared and I are inside now at this point. We're watching Marilyn Manson. And that's Stone Sour though. And still Corey Taylor. So we're inside, and Jared taps me on the shoulder, and he goes, oh my God, turn around. And we both turn around, and this dude is being held back by like 6 security guards. And he's looking directly at us, pointing at us, like going like this, trying to get to us. Because he's trying to get to us to, I guess, tell us that story or whatever. And he's like, and he's pointing at us like this, and we're just turned around, and we're just like, nope. And they just tackled him and just threw him out of the concert.
God.
That was my most recent experience with someone that's kind of little out.
Not exactly all the eggs in the basket.
Oh yeah.
Some cougars out there with me. I don't know why. Attracted cougars.
Oh my God, yes.
You're a handsome young man. Of course you're going to attract the cougars. Come on.
Buy all my
Even
merch.
I'm attracted to you right now. Jeez.
Yeah, there's some
Awkward.
weird
Okay,
ones.
that was
weird
awkward.
ones.
I take it back. So is it now? Have they gotten you signing autographs yet? Anybody make you sign autographs?
Absolutely.
Have they signed like weird body parts yet? I mean,
No,
nothing yet.
No, it's
I'm
just
sure it's
weird
coming.
stuff I sign. Usually,
Just-
like anything that has to do with me, or the like, the tickets or something,
Yeah.
or it'd be something weird like a scarf, or I signed a teddy bear once.
You signed a teddy bear?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Not with Frank. I signed my first pair of titties when I was in college. We played a festival out with my old band, the Michelande. We played
Right.
out in Olean, New York.
Okay.
It was out in this like middle of nowhere. It was like an Air Force.
Yeah, see, I didn't
strip or
see that.
something.
You didn't-
He will
I haven't been to a
eventually.
show where anybody just like takes out stuff. Be like, hey, there you go.
He'll see.
Oh,
he'll
man.
see it soon.
I
Soon
seen it
enough.
with another band.
Yeah.
They're right there.
Yeah.
Well, you got to tell us if it happens to you.
Yeah. I mean,
It
Frank
hasn't.
I live vicariously through you guys. I'm a family man. I can't
Yeah.
get involved in this stuff.
Frank practices with his girlfriend. She takes him out, and he's.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That must be a lot of go through a lot of Sharpies maybe. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
know. But so all right. So what's your next project? What do you got lined up next after the video?
Well, I've been working on some new music, maybe a new EP, or next year I Am Ready will be 5 years old.
Wow.
So I figured maybe an I Am Ready EP acoustic edition like I
that'd be
did with the
cool.
new one.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
But mostly just a lot of recording stuff, a lot of acoustic gigs. We're trying to do another band
Just
show
get the
here
word out.
before winter.
Yep.
I mean, right now is when, too, where the labels and a lot of the companies and stuff, you want to kind of get at them because that's when all their money comes back, you know, in the fall season to February or so. So maybe, I don't know. I mean, we are looking for somebody to help with some marketing or some booking and, some good side stuff here. So if you guys are interested, Frank Palangi at yahoo.com.
There you go.
Yes.
Get a job with Frank, go on the road, that kind of thing.
Yeah, anything from even social media stuff. I have different, a few different fan accounts or like street team stuff or any ideas.
Absolutely.
Yeah, cool stuff.
Yeah, we definitely could use some marketing, and anyone that's able to book gigs.
I do it all
Contact
myself
Frank.
for
Yep.
years.
He's his own manager.
Yeah, I
Stuff.
see you got a Twitter street team. They followed me on Twitter when we announced this interview here.
Yep. Well, we did have we had another band member, my friend T.R. Remsen, who passed away. He handled a lot of that stuff.
Yep.
And kind of gave it to Josh past week. So we'll see what he does with it.
Yep.
Just remember, it's really easy, Josh. Just post pictures.
That's right.
You can post pictures of titties.
Only not.
Sure, that'll
That's
help.
right. That's right.
There you go. All right. Well, Frank, thanks for being in the studio. Really appreciate it. Josh, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
But before we go, come on, musicians, come on, in the studio. We got to get you to play something.
Oh, we don't actually make music.
You don't?
Oh yeah.
What do you make?
Was it
We just-
Philly Vanilli?
Do you,
Yeah, Billy Vanilli.
do you,
Yeah.
What do you make? Cupcakes? What? Come on. Come on. You got to play something. There's a guitar over there. Come on.
I'm gonna need some lessons
guitar
quick.
over there.
Just give the man his guitar. I'll turn my microphone off, and you guys can just kind of play and just.
It's a brand new guitar, everybody. You're hearing it for the first time.
Never.
Oh yeah.
I haven't even heard it.
Never been played. So hopefully it doesn't sound like junk. There we go. Do you know Scales? That's a good tune.
I know the.
Play Freebird, 3-lock box from Sammy Hagar. All right. You got them? You ready? You good to go?
Yeah, I think we're gonna do a little break these chains here.
Okay. All right. Frank Palangi, Josh Opitz in the X1 studio. Break these chains.
Can you break away these chains that hold you down? Skin and bone can't seem the pain that's left now. The only hope is within yourself. Now it's time to face yourself. You can break all these chains. Face yourself, it's your darkest day. Crawl towards the light and break these chains. You can try to fight every little thing that went wrong. Yes, you try your dream back in. Break away. You can break all these chains. Face yourself, it's your darkest day. Crawl towards the light and break these chains. It's undecided the fate you will make. Take it all down and win. You gotta break, you gotta break, you gotta break. You gotta break, you gotta break, you gotta break. Gotta get a bank, gotta get a bank, you gotta get a bank, gotta get a bank, you gotta get a bank. Can you break away these chains that hold you down?
Frank Palangi, Josh Opitz in the X1 studio. Break these chains. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Thank you for having us, Rich.
Oh, this is awesome. This is very, very awesome.
Thanks, man.
I haven't done this in a long time since you know those shits over at Town Square decided to can everybody. But all right, let's not talk ill of the dead now.
Rich, I hope you have some deodorant because I'm gonna need it.
Oh God! And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're gonna call it. Frank, Josh, thanks for being in the studio, and hopefully we'll get you back in some other time. All right. All right, cool, man.